Hey guys, and welcome back. I am Rachel O'Leary, and today I am getting ready to pack up a last minute order. If I can find my scissors, and then I have some fish to unbox. You see, the problem with cleaning things up is that you lose everything. I literally have no idea where my scissors are. I'll be right back. Well, I guess I will use aquascaping scissors. They don't really work very well for cutting fish bags, but do what you gotta, I guess. So one of the main comments I got the other day from you guys on my moving this nano tank aquarium was that I could have just moved the water, and that's true. That is very true, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to like be lifting buckets up over my head. I have this other tank right here. It just would have been more trouble than it's worth. It was easier for me to just do those water changes leading up to it so that that big water change wouldn't be a shock. And the only reason it would have been a shock is because the substrate I have in that aquarium, which is aqua soil as well as Brightwell, softens the water. So I wanted the water to be as dilute as possible going into the change. Now, I haven't gotten around yet to plugging in the filter, but what I did find was this power strip in my, I have an entire room full of fish junk. And this was in there, and it's a power center, which means half of it's on a timer and half of it's on the direct switch. One of the things that I forgot about with this particular box in my fish room is that it's on 24/7. It has power all the time. In the rest of the fish room, I have boxes run that are on my central timer, which is located back there. And I will develop algae problems if I don't plug this light into a timer or remember to turn it on and off. And let's be real, I'm not going to remember to turn it on and off. So I think what I'm going to do is plug this power strip into this box, and then I can put the lights for both these aquariums on this, and then I can run an air line as well to be able to filter it. So that's on my to-do list today. However, I also have lots of other things on my to-do list, so we'll see if I get it done. Being as there's only maybe 20 or 30 shrimp in that aquarium, I'm not particularly concerned about the oxygen exchange as long as I get to it some point this weekend. However, I am leaving town tomorrow to go see Joey speak at Brooklyn. Let me know below how many of you are going to be there. It should be a really good time. I know I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I always have fun hanging out with Joey. But I'm also looking forward to the talk because it's about the story behind the gallery, the things that he hasn't necessarily made public knowledge, and that is always a good time. So I'm just going to bag up these fish real quick. Right now I'm just making my labels. I already have all the fish caught, but I like to put a label on each bag. These are, you can peel these off the bag, and then that way if my customers keep records of any kind, they can keep these labels in order to remember exactly what they've got. I know that's something that I like to do, though I need to be better about it. Record keeping in general, when you're running this many aquariums, gets pretty hairy, and you guys know that I do put labels on every tank with the date and the species when it comes in, using my masking tape. But at some point this year, I want to get a better system where I'm using removable like cling tags that I can write on. Of course, I could always write on the aquariums as well with Sharpie or one of these guys. What are these even called? China markers, peel-off markers. But there's so many things on my to-do list down here. I feel like I'm at sort of a crossroads with all of this. Whether I should continue to sell as many fish as I do, or if I should potentially narrow my focus a bit in order to provide more specific content for you guys. Meaning I could potentially, you know, get in fish in groupings of types, set up breeding tanks, and show you guys just a more detailed species spotlight or breeding setups or things like that. I mean, I think that would be really fun and challenging for me, However, I've been selling fish for a long time, and it's really pretty terrifying to potentially give up that income that I've become accustomed to, because YouTube certainly doesn't pay the bills yet. However, my channel is growing, and you know, I really feel like I want to be able to provide the next level of content for you guys. Let me know what you guys think below. Shipping fish is stressful for me. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. I think I spent like $50,000 last year with FedEx alone. Not that it's out of my pocket. I mean, it's my customers paying it, but watching that amount of money come out of your account each week is brutal. And the reality is, like, the emails are killing me. I get like 300 or 400 emails a day, and to keep up with all of that is absolutely mind-numbingly difficult. So here we have some super red plecos. See them in the bag. I have some CPDs, or Danio margaritatus, that I've caught, some Kriegi tetras, some assassin snails, some plants to go out. And I'll go make my box in a minute, and then we'll unbox these fish. I've told you guys in the past, I'm just letting them sit there to come up to temperature in the fish room. Since I don't heat most of my aquariums, I heat the room. I find leaving fish in the dark box for about an hour does a good job of getting them up to temperature when they've been in transit. And the reason I don't open the box is because as soon as you open the box and expose the fish to light, they get way more active and almost frenetic, which means they're producing more waste within the bags. They're darting around, they're more prone to injury, they're respiring faster, which means they're using up what oxygen is left in the bag. So I like to keep them in the dark until I'm ready to put them in the aquarium. It's really tempting to open the box right away and examine everything and then let them float in a tank. But I just feel like, you know, with me heating the fish room, that is not the best choice for the fish. So try and be patient. And again, I get to it within an hour of delivery, which means my live arrival is still intact. But it just lets them calmly come up to temperature without making things super exciting. So I'm gonna go make my box, and then we'll come back and unpack these fish. Found my scissors, so that's good news. So I buy fish in a couple of different ways. I buy them wholesale from distributors who get the fish in first and then sell them either in small amounts or bulk. And I also buy fish from overseas where they're transshipped to me and only bought in bulk. This is a wholesale order, so it's just small amounts of fish for some restock. I need to do a big order soon, but you know, I'm on the fence how I want to continue this year. So spending, you know, $7,000 to $10,000 on fish, just haven't felt like doing it. So in this week's order, you can see them here. We have chili rasboras. I ordered 100 and I got 100. First thing I always do is inspect everything. Cardinal tetras. They look pretty good. These are farmed cardinal tetras, so they're relatively small. Just a few barred pencil fish, the Espies, they're my favorite. Some Rhizius woweray, which are the Daisy's rice fish, because I only have a few boys. Phoenix tetras, which are way bigger than the description said. That doesn't make me super happy. Way bigger, double the size. Some more pea puffers. Coolie loaches as a special order. I forgot about those. That just gave me the willies so bad. Apistogramma Borelli Blue. You guys seem to really enjoy the Apisto Spotlight, so I wanted to be able to do another one for you. And I got in Borraris maculatus, which are the smallest of the Borraris species. I don't think I've shown them to you before, so I wanted to be able to do that. Oh man, these coolies, I'm leaving them in the box because they freak me out so bad. So what I do, I have my tanks all prepped. I did water changes, everything's all ready to go. I'm just going to go around and add the fish to the various aquariums. Label them with my trusty tape and get to the rest of my day, and then I'll show you guys the fish after I add them. Stuck the coolies in with the Danio Chopre. This is literally seconds after adding them. You can see how active they are, and they are immediately giving me the willies. But nice body weight, they look really good, so that's good news. Next door are the Phoenix Tetras, which are pretty. They look fantastic. Cardinal Tetras. They went into a tank with a heater. I find that when you get in cardinals, they absolutely need to go into a tank with a heater, so there they are. Chili Rasboras. They'll color up a lot in the next couple days. Borraris maculatus. They look fantastic. I'm really pleased with these. And then I put the Nanostomus espi in here, the barred pencil fish, as well as the Borelli, and you can see the trifasciata in the tank behind already flaring at this Borelli, so that should make for some interesting dynamics. It's pretty funny. And I stuck the rice fish in here too, mainly because this is a pretty decent sized aquarium and I didn't get a whole lot of any of those fish, so I'm trying to utilize my space as best as possible so that I can still get in more shipment. Those are the rice fish. See, they're quite lovely when they settle in. The ones that just came in are still relatively pale. But everybody's settling in great, so I don't anticipate any problems. See some more Apistos over here and more lamp eyes. So yeah, that's what I got in today. I am going to get back to work here in the fish room. I still have a bunch of water changes to do. I have a bunch of errands to run. I'm going to go finally get my P.O. box today. I know a lot of you have been asking about that, and it's been on my to-do list, but you have to have like 2 forms of bills to show proof of identity, and I had to wait for bills to come in. So I'm going to go get all that done and then get back to work down here. As always, I really appreciate your guys' supports. Make sure that you have the notification bell on so that you don't miss my live stream tomorrow. I'm still not sure entirely what time I will be doing it. It will be in the morning though, because I have to leave for Brooklyn. As always, let me know below if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, and stop by my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website, MsJinx.com, where you can find my upcoming speaking engagements, my current stock list, and information on all things nano.